This is Captain Kenny Kramer with Texas Fishing Tips. This is your weekly fishing report. This week we had the storms, or well, supposed to be a storm. Didn't amount to much. Then we've had storms the last few days, just some rain and stuff. If you come on up here to the north jetty, there's been some reds, some trout along the rocks. All out in here, some bull reds on both north and the south. If you get out here and the waves are, where you can get around, you have, depending on what kind of boat you have, just run down this beach line. There's been a lot of sharks, reds, trout, all down here. See some birds, stop and fish it. Don't get anything, 15 or so minutes, just bounce down, see some more birds, just hit those areas. And there's been a lot of bait in here. Just watch for birds setting up on the beach line. They're just sitting there chilling out. Just kind of ease on up there. Throw up in there towards the beach there, and using a free line with croaker number 4 odd tail hook. If you want some little weight, having trouble getting that croaker down, you can put a little weight on there, get it down. But a lot of fish on out here in the surf. Also hit this Lan Channel, work your way up along the shoreline here. We've been having some pretty low tides, here last day or two. Hit these guts all coming in here, the water coming out. Been fish holding all in here. Trout all the way down, quarantine. Been some skipjack in mixed in. Catch you a skipjack, throw him in your ice chest, wait till you get back in the flats. Throw him up in there in the potholes or along the mangroves if you can make it up in there, if it's not too skinny, for some redfish. All these cuts out here as well. Trout, been holding some trout all down the shoreline and in these cuts. There's some black drum mixed in, a few reds, not a whole lot of reds. Reds kind of been being cantankerous, but work this whole outside here all the way down. Still a few fish out here. Over here around Mud Island as well, all back in here, right along this point. Been some nice trout coming off there the last few weeks on croaker. Been free lining a lot. Just tie a fluorocarbon onto a 4 odd tail hook straight onto your line. Chunk it out there, work a little bit. Don't get anything, move around. There's been a lot of nice trout hanging out all in here, all down this side as well. Just, don't get nothing, just keep on moving, bounce around. You'll finally find them. If you're into drum fishing, you can come work this channel on down here, run into a sailboat, work these edges, come on down, get on your trolling motor. Those drum have been in here. Come back in here by this little well back in here, work that area all the way up here into Brown and Root Flats. With the tides the last few days, it's been pretty skinny, but if you can get up here in Brown and Root Flats, it's this time of year. Them reds like to get all up in here, all this whole area in here. Use some cut mullet, 3 odd tail hook, 1/2 ounce weight with a Carolina rig. It's been my go-to on them. You can get over here in the wide channel as well, work on down these edges in here, all the way back here, and then up this little side right here. There's drum reds all in there. Get done there, you can bounce out here on this shoreline here, looking for trout, depending on which way the wind's blowing. Sure to pick you up a few. Stedman's Reef, also right over here. Good time of year to be catching reds on it. There is trout on it right now. You can work your way around all the way into Ransom, come around all these points, all this whole outside. Over here in Piper Channel, you can come run all back up in here, fish the sides for drum. You can come all the way up back in these houses and hit these piers. Just work it around there. You can't tie up to them, but you can spot lock on your trolling motor out there. There's been drum, reds, all back in here, and some trout. Come work that whole area back in here on the drum. We've been and reds been using dead shrimp. Trout been using a croaker, free lined. So sure to find you some fish back in here. One thing I forgot to mention a while ago is if you catch some of them skipjack and you're fishing back in the bays, you want to catch you a shark There's been plenty sharks back up in the bays. Take a big old piece of skipjack or mullet and toss it out and hang on. You'll have a good time. Get over here into Portland, this whole shoreline here, all the way back up to the bridge, Nueces Bridge. All out here in front. There's been some really good trout all back in here. Been a few reds and some black drum in here as well. We caught a Jack Crevalle out here today. You get done there, and if it's not bad, you can bounce out into these wells. Just hit wells, and from well to well to well. Croaker, free line. Been pulling some nice trout out. Until next week, this is Captain Kenny Kramer. Thank you very much.